Instead of making a direct reply to some comments, I thought I would make a general response so people would not individually perhaps get some unlikable responses. I like to choose my words carefully here on TikTok. But in the last 2 Christmassy related videos that feature my kids, people have made comments about my kids' weight. We'll put aside that they always misgender my son. I just correct that and move on. The last time my son's weight was the hot topic of a video was when I made a tiki-talkie product review from a sample for Japanese Pokemon trading cards. That got hundreds of comments, and at least 75% of them were either about his weight or if he really was a boy. And since then, not too many comments, if any, have been made about either of their weight. I didn't want to make direct responses to these people who made comments because I feel, as a general awareness, everybody can hear a comment about this. A rule of thumb I have about people's weight and making comments on it, but mainly about children, is if you wouldn't make the comment to a stranger in public, in person, then don't make that comment online. At least that's a rule of thumb I personally live by. If I wouldn't say it to your face, I'm not going to say it to your internet face. And if you would go up to a stranger in a public place and make a comment about their children's weight or their weight or anybody's weight they're with, don't. And I know a lot of people think, hey, if you put yourself or your family or anybody out in the social media world, you are in essence allowing any comment. And that is true. I don't put any, hey, don't talk about this in my videos. But I also think we're learning the art of politeness and kindness and just what's the right thing to do. Could you go back and maybe find some comments I've made, whether it be on TikTok or any other social media platform, that I should not have made, that was the wrong comment to make? Absolutely. We're all learning here. We are all figuring out how to socially acceptably maneuver social media. And that's why I'm making this video, to help people socially acceptably maneuver social media. That's just a fun phrase to say. With presenting lives on social media, on any platform, we can control what is seen and not seen. And I never ever try to misrepresent anything in my family. But regarding personal things about my husband, my kids, or my mom, I will safeguard things if they don't want me to put things out there. So if you're ever wondering, hey, did you tell your mom, your kids, your husband you're saying this? Yes, I did tell them. I always ask permission before I bring anything up in my conversation or FYI videos. I'll go to my mom, hey, can I mention you have a UTI, or that you're struggling right now, or that you get cold really easily and it frustrates us? And she'll go, yeah, whatever. And, sorry, Pretzel's shifting the bed. I'll go to my kids, hey, is it okay if I share this video of you? Or can I tell everyone about this going on with you? And if they say no, I don't. And if they say yes, I say okay. And I always show them the video. They have every right to have a say in what I present about them. And I go to my husband, hey, I'm going to say this. Is that okay? Is it safe to say this about your school or whatever? And he'll go yes or no. And I respect whatever the decision is. In regards to our personal situation regarding my kids' weight or height or anything like that, I will not be talking about that on social media. That is between my family and doctors, specialists within the family unit. I will protect my kids' mental health at all cost, and weight can be a topic of conversation that can greatly affect the mental health of children at this tender age. I mean, the topic of weight can affect any age and their mental health, but kids especially. That's why if I talk about my own weight journey and calorie counting and intuitive eating and anything like that, which I have scaled back on talking about because of comments, in front of my kids, it's never because I'm unhappy with how I look. It's always about I'm doing this to make myself feel better or for health reasons. But it's never about vanity. At the end of the day, you never know what someone or their family, their loved ones, their kids are going through about weight. There can be so many conversations to be had in terms of what's causing weight gain, weight loss, whatever, that a lot of people don't want to talk about because social media is not the safest place to have those conversations. There will always be judgment, and I'm not going to be putting my kids through that. And one day they could see those comments, and I'm not going to let them. And the way to prevent it is just to not put it out there to be seen. But it's a good rule of thumb to live by anywhere, in person or on the interwebs. You don't know what's going on, and nobody has to tell you what's going on. Nobody has to justify anything or explain anything. And while some comments are made with the best intentions, a lot of the comments, like particularly on that Pokemon trading card video, were not made with the best intentions and were outright cruel and hurtful to a child. So I won't be talking about it. I'm not going to address it in the comments, because whether or not anything is being done about it is for my family to know personally only. But as always, I appreciate passionate comments. Okay. I hope everyone is doing okay. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.